The thing I would hold against myself was that I was fat, and when I wanted to feel sad, I would tell myself that. So eventually, it was around New Year's, we were at a old-timey carnival in England, and they had these, like, we went through a hallway of mirrors, and they had this mirror that made you thin, but proportionally thin. And so I looked basically like I look now, but I was, 265 pounds. I stood in front of this mirror, and I had never seen what I would look like if I was thin. Like, you see the ones that stretch you out.
Yeah, yeah.
But I looked at it, and I was like, so, it's sort of probably sad, but like, for like 15 minutes, I just was like, what does that thin me look like when I'm running? What is thin? Let me do the Macarena thin.
Right.
So I just like was like so fascinated by this person I'd never seen before. And then I was like, well, if that is inside of me, if I could be that, if I just like lost all this weight, I want to try. Like, I don't really believe it's humanly
Had you tried
possible.
dieting before, or
like stupidly? I'd be like, I'm just gonna drink a Diet Coke and have a banana today
Right.
for 3 days,
That's not stupid.
and now I'm hungry.
That's what I do, actually.
So basically, I went to this doctor in Philadelphia a week later, and enrolled in this diet. And I would have to take the bus to Philadelphia every week and go see him.
What was the routine? I mean, what did you do during
it's
these
it's
months?
honestly pretty obvious. It's like a protein, high protein, really low sodium, and you drink lots of water, and you can have.
What, you started every day with like 16 glasses, or?
Yeah, I was like, because I really, really wanted to do it right, so I would just dare myself to see how much water I could drink in the morning just to get it over with, because I didn't.
Is the point to fill your body up so you don't have the interest in eating?
If you don't have sodium and you're drinking tons of water, the food that you've eaten you wash it through. So it like really cleans you out. Honestly, like if you want to lose 5 pounds, which is often just drink a ton of water every day, and that's all you need to do.
Because it'll flush out.
Yeah, it flushes things out. But if you also have to not have a lot of salt.
So, but there was also a pill component, no?
Yes. So I was prescribed phentermine, which is a diet pill, and that'll it just takes the edge off. It's almost like when people
The edge off the craving of food.
Yeah, the craving of food. In some ways, it's like, oh, people who have people who are depressed and they take a pill to help them with that.
Yeah.
And it stabilizes them. For me, it functioned in a similar way in that it was just enough of not being hungry that I didn't think about food.
Back to the kind of spiritual aspect of the diet, you at the time you felt that this was kind of a divine moment in your life, that the pills had no impact. I mean, what was your thinking?
So basically, I had at the time I used to read the Bible every day when I was Mormon, and there was a scripture that I'd read about how through the grace of Christ you could do all things, and so I was like, well, I would pray for strength that I didn't have through God, basically, and that if He could lend me that, then I could do this diet, right? So I started that prayer, which I would say every day, the same day I started taking these diet pills. So in my mind, because I'd never taken diet pills or had any drugs whatsoever, in my mind, this lack of craving, high energy, desire to constantly clean, inability to sleep, overproductiveness was this huge miracle from God. It did not occur to me that I was on speed at all, but I was just on speed.